It's my advice to everybody. It's my humble request to everybody. When you sit in my class, please read the notes. It's my humble request to everybody. Probably something sound is coming. So please open the notes. All of you. All the online students are requested to open your notes. Okay, right. So let us move forward. Last class, what is our discussion, ma? Range. Are you perfect in range data type? Right. How many syntaxes are there for range? Very good. Number one. No. Stop. Range of start. I did not say just to start. Range of second syntax. Range of start, comma. Next. Range of start, comma, stop, comma, stop. Very nice. Super. Next. Can you print negative numbers? In ascending order, descending order, positive numbers, ascending, descending, everything. Right. Four things. Positive numbers in ascending, positive numbers in descending, negative numbers in ascending, negative numbers in descending. Positive numbers with a step, negative numbers with a step. These are the things you must habituate. Okay, now? Shall I move forward? Yes. And one more announcement is, and the coming 22nd, coming Monday, 11 o'clock, new core Java batch is starting of mine. New core Java batch of mine is starting. New batch. Any friends or you are interested, you can attend 11 o'clock, new core Java batch on 22nd. Right, ma. Let us move forward. The next category data, very, very important, hard for the Python programming. That is called what? List category data type. List category data type. List category data types. Right. See guys, all of you try to understand an important point. Fundamental data types are used for what? I think this is third category, right? Third category, right, ma. Why do you use fundamental data types? To store single value. To store single value. Why do you use sequential category data types? To store sequence of values. Strings, sequence of strings will be with what? STR. Second one is range of values between 0 to 256. Which data type? Bytes. What is that? Bytes. Next, byte array, bytes. Mutability, immutability. After that, what? Range. Sequence of values with numbers. That is called what? Range. But my interest is, see, example you see, I want to store number of yours, student number. I want to store student number. Plus I want to store what? Name. I want to store student name. I want to store your name. I want to store your marks. I want to store your marks. I want to store your college name. C name, college name, I want to store it. College name, I want to store it. How do you do all these things? I want to store all these things. Number data, name, and then marks, and then what? College name. I want to store these many into a single variable. Right? It is taking number type, name type, marks, float type, but then what again? STR type. I want to store all types of numerics, all types of strings, all types of floats, all types of any type of values. That time I'll go for what? List category data type. In other words, I want to store employee number, employee name, salary, designation, qualification. What type of values they are? Different values. Number, int type, name, STR type, marks, float type, like a grade, A grade, B grade, etc. That is also called what? STR type. I want to say qualified or not qualified, yes or no, that is true or false. Boolean type. I want to store all types of values. That time I will go for which category? List category. So the main purpose of list category data type is Of course, used to store what values? Multiple values. To store what values, ma? Multiple values. Multiple values of what? Same type. What type first of all? Same type. Same type. With range, what we are able to store? Sequence of values with equal intervals. With bytes, byte array, what is the data? 0 to 256. I don't want sequence to maintain. Interval I don't want to maintain. Plus more than 256 I want to go for it. That time what is not useful? Bytes not useful. Range also not useful. Who is useful to me that time? List is useful. To store multiple values of same type. Or what type? Different type. Different type means what? Your number, your name, your marks and then college name. What type they are? Different type. Multiple values of same type or different type or both the types. Both the types. Multiple values of same type. Different type or both the types. For storing these many number of values, I will go for which category? List category. So this data type contains two data types. This category contains how many? Two data types are there inside. So what is that? Number one, what is it? List. Second one is called what? Tuple. And this is one of the richest data type in the entire Python language. And be perfect in this category. Tell me, what is the purpose of list and tuple? To store multiple values of same type, different type, both the types. That time I will go for one is list and. Now, one small difference. Both of them will do the same thing. One is going to provide, one is providing what? Mutability. What is providing ma? Mutability. One more is providing what? Immutability. What is that? Immutability. Immutability is done. Both of them allows us to store these values. But one is mutable, one more is what? Immutable. But we will go for in-depth discussion of both of them. So let us go for first with what type? List type. Just listen now. Listen now. I will go for Python environment. Just watch it. After seeing few minutes, then we will come to the discussion of the subject. Ideally, that is called what? Command prompt. I will take it. Now, first when we take this list, list elements must be always encapsulated or incorporated or embedded within what? Square brackets. Which brackets? And the tuple elements embedded within what? Braces. Which one? Braces. So I will go for, see that now, LST is equal to, or some X is equal to, some values I am going to place it. Look at that. 10 comma, 20 comma, 25 comma, minus 23 comma, something like minus 2 comma, again 10, again 10. If we carefully remember the range data type, range is not containing duplicate values. Do you know that? That too it is maintaining what? Equal difference of interval. Equal difference of interval. Equal difference of interval. Here you see, is there any equal difference of interval? No. No. So you can just see, this is called 1x. Multiple values of what type? Integer type only. Integer type only. Next, let me take one more type of thing that is called y is equal to, I am writing 10 and then take your name and then I am taking here some name and next is called something like true and next I am taking here is called what? Some values I will take it. So I will take like this. Done. What type of values I am taking? Same type of, different type of, both the types of? All the types of values are there inside. See that? Now you print a type of X ma. Type of X. What is that type? What is the type? I used this braces, which is called what? Set. But if I want to go for this Y also which type? Set type. But our discussion is same thing you take it, just with the bracket, just with the square bracket, the architecture of the data type is changing. See that now? What is that? X. Print what? Type of X. What is the type of X? List. That means our brackets representation will make us to choose the data type automatically. Next one more. Y also you see. Y also you see. Now I am taking this type of thing. I will take this thing. Now you see type of what? Y. And then what is that? List. Carefully try to understand. See, observe 10 and 10. What is? Duplicate values are there. Who will allow duplicate values? List will allow. Who will allow duplicate values? Right. And one more thing, print X. Print X. See, whatever order which I am entering, in the same order, the values are displayed, which is known as what? Insertion order is maintained. Spell out the word. Insertion order is maintained. Because some of the data types will not maintain the insertion order. So print X, whatever order you have inserted, in the same order elements also displayed. And print Y also, it is displayed in the same order. Why I am telling this specially for you is, take one more example here. See, I represented something like this. You see that this is called which representation? Set. What is set? You don't worry. Now I will print this Y. I will print this Y. You see, for a minute. I will print this Y. It won't maintain the order. All elements are printed, but we can't decide that in which order these elements are displayed. See, is it coming in the same order or a different order? That means who will maintain insertion order, who will not maintain insertion order, the difference is very important. If anybody asks you tomorrow, what do you understand about the list? You need to tell, list allows what values? Same values, different values, both the type of values. Next, the list allows us to organize what values? Duplicate values plus unique values. And the list maintains what order? Insertion order. What do you mean by that? Whichever order we are inserting the data, in the same order elements will be displayed. Are you understanding? And the list elements must be enclosed within what? Square brackets. And when I come to the tuple, we will discuss separately. So this category data type contains how many data types, ma? Right. So I am writing here, this category date contains two data types. Now I am giving, they are number one, which type? List. Second one is what? Tuple. So we will go for which type first? List we will discuss in detail. And up to that you write down. Heading you write. Then we will go for the list. Yesterday's class, I uploaded the total notes. I uploaded all the notes. Whether you have watched in your Google Drive or not, I don't know. I just uploaded everything up to last class. All of you check. First, enter into the Google Drive class. Emma? Yeah, wherever diagram is also required, I will upload that also. Yesterday, I will upload one diagram also. Regarding what? Range. One more diagram was there. That is a Python indexing diagram. Two diagrams I drawn in paint screen. Only two. One is Python index. One more is range index yesterday. Which whatever diagram is there, I will upload that also. Okay, don't worry. Fine. Write down that. So this category, you write this list. This category contains. Just correct the sentence, ma. Two data types. They are list as well as tuple. So about the list, we want to go one by one. So tell me what points you know about the tuple. These are all called properties of tuple. List we are writing first. Once again I am saying list and tuple are one and the same. For organizing what values? Multiple values of same type and different type and both the types. Only one difference. List is what? Mutable. Tuple is immutable. Okay. On that there is a lot of matter is there behind that. So let us move to the point by point. Properties try to understand. Tell me. First point you tell me. Always the universal point I am writing daily. List is one of the Predefined class. Predefined class. Predefined class or keyword? All of you respond. Predefined class. Look at. Don't write. First understand. Understand first. Now tell me, an object of list, an object of what? List allows us to store what values? Multiple values of same type or different type or what? Both the types. Good. That is one thing. And what values? Suppose if I am storing multiple values of same type, will it allow unique values or duplicates or both? Both it will allow. So 10, 10. 2 times I can place 10. 2 times I can place one numerical value twice. 2 times I can place float value. 3 times I can place any type of value. Any number of times I can store it. I am writing an object of, these are all properties, an object of list type allows us to organize what values? Allows us to organize both unique and duplicate values. That's one of the most important point. Some of the objects will not allow duplicates. For example, set never allows duplicates. Set allows only what values? Unique values. Are you getting my point? Next point I am going to say. The elements of list, where do you write it? Elements of list must be enclosed. Within where? Within square brackets. Within where? Square brackets. You must enclose within the square brackets. Like this. Square brackets. And the values must be, come on, separated by what? Comma. So separated by comma. Symbol I am writing. Separated by comma. And the next point I am saying that, is it maintaining insertion order or not maintaining insertion order? Perfectly maintaining insertion order. What do you mean by that? Whatever order we are inserting, in the same order, values will be displayed. An object of what? List maintains which order? Insertion order. That means in whichever order we enter, in the same order that will be displayed. There is a meaning of maintaining insertion order. And one more point to be understandable here. On the object of what? List. On the object of list, we can perform what? Most frequently operations are what? Indexing and slicing. On the object of list, we can perform both indexing and slicing. How many types of indexes are there, ma? How many types of indexes you can retrieve the data? 2 types. One is forward indexing, backward indexing. Forward indexing starts from where? 0 to n-1. Negative index starts from where? -1 to total number of characters. That will start from left to right or right to left? Negative indexing, right to left. Forward indexing, that's very important. Okay, right. Slicing also done. In which case I will get index error? Indexing or slicing? Indexing. When do you get index error? When we enter invalid index. That time we will get what? Index error. And one more point is an object of what? List is what? Mutable. What is that? Mutable. An object of list is mutable. Are you getting my point? What is mutable? Allows us to do the changes in the same object, same address. Okay? Now, please follow me carefully. Please follow me carefully. Last and final. All of you carefully understand. Again, I am showing you. Because once you know list, Most of the applications will be working with list. Okay, na? Right. One small question. Today, one of the student is attended at 11 o'clock interview in the Hyderabad Infosys. They asked one beautiful question. How do you read multiple lines from the keyboard? How do you read multiple lines from the keyboard in Python? Of course, you don't feel it. Nobody can answer that question. Take any person and ask this question. Nobody. Of course, is your student answered, sir? He will come very soon to the class also, and he will give his motivational speech in the class. How he studied. Before the lockdown, he was my student, and he got the call, and he was qualified, and he received offer letter also. One day he will come. I asked him to come to the class once and say your experiences. How many questions they asked? Minimum 70 to 80 questions. At most 25 to 30 questions will be from data types. Many questions. On list will be at least 10 to 15 questions will come. Be careful about that. So how to read multiple lines from the keyboard? We will talk about it. In C language, multiple lines, how do you get it? Slash, star. C language. I am not talking about storage. I am not talking about storage. You are mistaking by yourself. How to store multiple lines? By using triple double quotes, triple single quote. I am asking reading the data from the keyboard. Arrays in Python, you need to understand. First line entered. Second line, press enter key. Next line, enter key. How we enter the inputs in our languages, all of you? Only one line we give the input. Press enter key. It will ask next input or not. Simple, ma. Enter student number. Enter key. What is asking? Name, marks. One line by line you will enter the inputs. Now my point is, at runtime, I want to accept your address, for example. At running time, I want to accept your address. House number, name, your name, house number, colony, street, like that. 10 lines I want to enter. 20 lines I want to enter. How do you write the code for that? You write and show me. Right? So, I will tell in the class. You will say some word which is not working. Which is not working. I will tell in the class. You will follow that. Okay? We will explain in the class. You will also answer it. For that, it's not normal fundamentals are not enough. We need to go for extraordinary discussion. Who is that? Switch off. Disturbance, na? Mobile disturbance. So coming to the point next. Here you take ma. L1 is equal to. Write ma. Write and show me. L1 is equal to. Now I am using what brackets? See that. Square brackets. Now I am saying 10 comma, 15 comma, 15 comma, 105 comma, minus 12.4 comma, 10. How many values? Many values. No sequence maintaining, no interval maintaining, duplicate values are there, everything is there. Everything is there. Then print of what? L1 comma, what is that? Type of L1. Type of L1. What is that? All the values are printed in the same order. Plus what? List. What is list, ma? Class. What is L, ma? Of which class? So list is what? Class. What is L1? Allows us to organize what values? Same type of values with duplicates or without duplicates. And maintaining what order? Huh? Very good. Next, L2 is equal to, again I am writing 12 and 12, I am writing some name, I am writing my college name, and I am writing something like this. Next, I am writing something like this, true, capital T, always remember. Then, now you see, what values I am saying? Same values, different values? Different values I am saying. And print what? L2. Print L2. And what here? L2 this is. Then see, same order is maintaining. Different values are coming. What type these are all called? List they are called. Are you getting my point? Yes. Now, next I am going to understand, make you to understand. Sir, is it mutable or immutable? What is that? Mutable or immutable? Mutable. Mutable means in the same address, values are allowed. Already shown you. Once again, I am showing you. ID of what? L1. ID of L1. What is the address, ma? Yes. ID of what? L2. What is the address, ma? 632. I will add one value to the 144. How I will add? I will explain. I will introduce that functions also. L1 dot append of some HYD I am adding. To the L1 which is containing the numerical values, I am adding what? HYD. Right? Now see, done. Print what? Print what? L1. Print L1. Yes, only L1 you print it. Already you have seen the list type it is. See guys, HYD is added in the last or not? Check the address immediately of what? L1. What is that? 144. Here also what? 144. I want to change this 10 as 122. Can I change? What is the position of 10? How do you locate, ma? L1 of 0 is equal to 122. There is no restriction on the range. I can take 999. I can take 999 like this. It is updated. It is updated. Print of what? L1. Updated or not? At the C, I am saying that ID of what? L1. At the same address, it is updated. Hence, L1 is mutable or immutable? Mutable. Are you okay? Done. Next, I will go for one more thing. The very frequently asked questions in the interview point of view is, which I used to tell even in the last moment also I said, how you can convert int value into float value into bool value into int and etc. Typecasting functions are there or not? Here also. To convert, come on fast, you know. To convert one type of values into what type? List type values we use, come on, expect. We use which type? List of. What is that? List of. So you will get one question very regularly. Now you see, this lists which you have created, this list which you have created contains some elements. This list also contains some elements. See, list contains elements which is called what? Non-empty list we can call. Which list? Non-empty. Now, people will ask you, create an empty list. Create an empty list. How do you create? See, L3 is equal to list of. See that? List of. List of. Are you following everybody? List of. Which is creating what? Empty list. Print of what? L3. No content inside. No content inside. Are you getting that? Next, L4 is equal to one more way of creating. What is that? Just empty. Only square brackets I am using. One is this way. One more is this way also. Now print what again? L4. L4. What both of them are? Shema. What both of them are? Empty list. Spell out. Now print type of what? L3, comma what? Type of what? L4. Both of them are what type only? List. So it is also very frequently asked question. What is that question? How do you create empty list? How do you create empty list? How many ways are there? Two ways are there. One is by using what? List of. One more by using L4 is equal to square bracket, empty square brackets. That will give you what? Empty list object creation. Is it clear or not clear? Clear. Later, how to add the data to the empty list and all, we will enter into further. So here I am going to create list. Empty list can be created. Now I am writing that part also. Empty list object can be created as follows, because these are the regularly asking questions which you can come across. I can write an example here only. What is that? I am writing L1 is equal to like this. One more is what? Or L1 is equal to list of. I can say here in both the places, I can print of, what is that? L1, which is going to print what? Empty. This is going to be called as what? Empty list. empty list because no elements are available. Are you understanding? Next, I will introduce some example part. After that, after the examples are over, now I am going to introduce functions in where? List. Beautiful explanation. We will go further. This is called basic level explanation. Then I'll go for advanced level explanation with the concept of functions. So first we will start with these properties. Write down ma. About the list you write. Write little bit fast so that I can move forward. After writing, don't sit quiet and calm. Try to read. Once we know concept very well, you can do the programming perfectly. They are all called properties. In our programming, I want to create empty list. How do you create empty list? We must have the knowledge here. Come on, speed up. So examples we will move. Dasha code rasa. Dasha execute avda. Avda. Iskra. This is you are supposed to enter in the same line. Last you need to keep comma. Multiple lines I am asking. This is in the same line. That will work out only in the same line. I want different lines, multi lines. Write it. So that will not work for multiple lines. That also I will explain in different way in Python. Python comprehensions are there. List comprehension, map comprehension, list set comprehension, some different topic it is. I'll explain that. You take any person, they cannot write it. That type of things we need to address. So we will use sys module, sys module. In that stdin object is there. In that stdin object read lines method is there. That will return an object of list. From the list we need to print the values. That much story is there. We will tell you that. Finished now? You just go on coming to the class without having breaks in the class. I'll make you as wonderful. Follow. And follow my examples every day. Add to the Google Classroom. The moment when class is over, I will add to the class, Google Classroom. And you try to download that. And after downloading, don't try to copy and don't take this and copy and don't go to this place and don't paste like this. And press enter key, I got output. Don't do like that. It's a dangerous practicing. Don't do that. Because I've seen already, that's why that experiences I'm keeping in front of you. Okay? Right. Now examples. Write down, ma. Create. L1 is equal to some values you rated. 10, 20, 10, 15, minus 23. L2 is equal to 12. Write your name. Write your college name. Write your percentage of marks. Write your percentage of marks. That indicates multiple values of different type. Next, say what? Print of L1 comma type of L1, which is going to print, I write class list. Next, I will say L2 comma type of L2, same values, different values are printed. The main intention of giving this example is to make you to understand that it organizes multiple values of same type, multiple values of different type also. That is the main intention of saying these points. Done, ma. Now, I will ask you separate example here. Example on index. You answer my question, ma, with the same thing. Print of L1 of 0. L1 of 0. Come on, fast, ma. And answer is 10. Now, print of L1 of 1 colon 4. 1 colon 4. Answer is, come on, 20, 10, 15. Nice. 15. 1 to 4 minus 1. Okay, na? Yes. Next, print of L2 of minus 4 colon minus 3 minus 1 minus 1. If such questions are asking, try to have the diagrammatic representation and be careful about it. Come on, tell me. Come on. 12. Okay, we are here. And then next is what? OUCET. Next is called what? That's one. Minus 4 to minus 1. This is called minus 4, minus 3, minus 2. So it indicates on the list object we can perform what? Both indexing as well as slicing. Right. Up to that it is indexing and slicing is done. And the most important part is going to be starting now. That is called what? Functions. Functions in list. Second category of example, finish it. Now we are going to start with functions. Now see carefully. Indexing and slicing are what? Just to retrieve some type of values. Just to retrieve some type of values. Now I am going to do, I want to add some data. I want to add some data to the L1. I want to delete some data from L1. I want to update some data from L1. I want to copy the data of L1. Are you getting my point? So to do different operations on list object, we are using different type of functions. So first time you are learning functions in my class. English meaning of functions. Generally, there is a separate topic. There is a 6 days concept about what? Functions concept in Python. So far what concepts we learned? We learned the topic called what? Type is one function. Which function it is? Predefined function. Is it having one purpose or not? LN is one function. Is it having one purpose or not? ID is a function. Is it having some purpose or not? Like that, all types of functions are performing certain operations. Now, if we go to the list class is containing some predefined functions are available. Some predefined functions. What are those functions I am writing? Okay, let us follow what are those functions one by one. I will write. I will give the explanation also. First function is append. Append. What is the function name? Append. I will explain that. Don't write. Listen. Append. Second function is available. Insert. Insert. Since you know the concept of this, since you know the concept of what? List, automatically based on the good concept, you can understand the function purpose also. Just you just expect it what append will do. Adding the data at the end of it. What is insert will do? Inserting the data in the middle of the values. In the middle of the values. Append will add the value at where? Ending. Insert will add the element in where? In any one of the position you want. We will talk about it. Next, third one is available. There is a pop. What is that? Pop. Pop. Pop is having two versions of pops are there. POP. Two versions of pops. Pop without parameter. Pop with parameter. I will explain. Listen. Next, fourth I am talking about remove. Remove. Function called what? Remove. We will talk about the remove. Next, fifth one is available. That is called what? Index. What is the function name? Index. Index, most important. Next, I will talk about next copy. What is the function name? Copy. In that shallow copy, deep copy. Two types of copying mechanisms are there in Python. One is shallow copy, one more is deep copy. Next, seventh is available. That is called reverse. What is that? Reverse. That is one more. Next, eighth is available. That is called what? Sort. What is that function name? Sort. Sort. I have some list of elements. Homogeneous elements. I want to sort them. Sorting in ascending order. Sorting in descending order. I want to go for it. Next, ninth is called what? Clear. What is that? Clear. Clear. And you can say very easily the clear is. What is the purpose of clear? Remove all the elements and make the list as empty. That is very simple. Next, one more is available. That is called what? Extend. It's most important. What is that? Extend is the function. These functions I will explain with the practical answers. Then after discussing, you will get much knowledge. After that, I will introduce inner list or nested list concept is also available. What is that? Inner list or what? Nested. Nested list concept is available. What is inner or list? Nested. List in a list. List in a list. We will talk about that. So first we will enter into a append function. Why we use append? Next we will go for why we use insert. What is its syntax? What is its functionality? Shall we go for discussing one by one? Yes. Start. Look at all of you. No confusion, and don't try to get a new confusions with this discussion. L1 is equal to empty. What is L1 type? Empty list. Say what? Empty list. How do you find out it is an empty ma? Print L1. L1, it is going to print what? Empty. Now I want to add the data. Add the data. Now, how do you do? L1 dot. See that? Append. So append, okay. How we are calling it? L1 dot. What is L1? Object. These functions, especially this type of thing, function is there, na? These functions which I said to you. Which functions? These many number of functions I said. These functions are available in a class called what? List. How you can call that functions? With respect to the object name. Actually in OOPS, which I am entering into the advanced Python, there I am going to explain what is a class. A class is a collection of data, members and methods. And the people says outside, and what you people know in our academics, class is a collection of objects, is a blunder. Bus is an object, that is an object. These are all called cock and bullock stories. Reality of what is class in real time, we will see that. A class is a collection of what? Data, members and methods. Method is nothing but what? Function. Take a normal example. What is this called? Class. What is the class? Mine is a class. What is this is called a data. Who is accessing this data? Methods. Methods are nothing but what? People who are sitting in my class. They are accessing my data or not? That's why in normal life also, it is a class. A class is a collection of data and then people who are accessing this. These are called functions inside of where? How you can access these functions? Using object name. In class, we are seeing three types of methods. Non-static methods, static methods, class level methods with decorator concept. Of course, when I speak like this today, it's not but speaking in front of the blind person or deaf and dumb person doing some feats. Not like that. When you come to the subject, we will discuss that. At this point of time, you understand that all these functions must be accessed with the object of what? List. In your packet, 10 rupees is there. How can I access it? Your object dot your money. My object dot my money. Right or not? Your object dot your pen. My object dot my pen. Because they are belongings of mine. So, coming to that, L1 dot, come on, append of what? 10. What is the 10 mark? Value. Adding to whom? This 10 can be any element. Can be any element. Come on, press enter key. Print of what? L1. What is the value added? 10. Again, please. Again, please. What is the value? L1 dot append of what? Something like RS. Which data I am adding? String data. Print what? L1. Are you getting my point? Next you say, I will write here something like 12.34. Done. Print of L1. See, whatever order you are entering, in the same order they are maintaining. Next, one more I am adding something like what, true. I will say true. Then done. Print of what? L1. Values are added. What is the position of 10? Next. 3. Now I want to add at 12.34 Netherlands I want to add. Some string I want to add. Append another method. Append will always add the element at the end of it. Now, in the middle of the positions, I want to add. Shall I insert? Yes. Always please see ma ID of what? L1. What is an address ma? 144. Now I am inserting one value at this place. Inserting value at that place means what? It is not replacing ma. The value will come to next position. And that position will be coming to next because it is always going to have the extensive mechanism internally. Come on, L1 dot, come on ma, insert of position comma value. What is the position? 2 comma Netherlands, NL I am writing. What is the first one? Insert is taking how many values? First value, position. Second value, where are you? Are you listening? First value is what? Position. Second one is what? Value. This value, NL, is inserting the position of where? 2. In where? What is the position? 0, 1, 2. In this place, what is added? This value is shifting to next. This true is shifting to next. Are you understanding? Respond it. Don't sit quiet and come. And print of what? L1. See that 12.34 place. What is added? NL and it is moved. And print the ID of what? L1. Is it adding in the same address or not? Hence list object is what? Mutable. So how many functions we understood ma? So one is what? Append. One more is what is the purpose of append? To add an element at the end of existing elements of list object. Why do you use insert element? To insert an element in the existing position of the list object. Okay now? Right. Let me go to this place and let me go for what? Pop. Let me explain that also. Pop function also I will tell you. Look at. Pop function allows us to remove any element of yours by passing the valid existing position. Valid existing position. Come on. L1 dot POP of I want to remove NL. I want to remove NL. Position please. 2. It will return also. Removed and returned. See that? What is removed? NL. Print what? L1. What is that? NL is there or removed? Removed. So pop of what? Position. Pop of position. Okay now? Right. Now I will write see, very interesting point. I will say L1 dot without position without position. Without position. If you have the knowledge on data structures of your academics, stacks concept is there. Stacks. Your favorite answer is LIFO. I expected. You are all gold medalist in full forms. Day one only I told you your strong point. Full forms. So last in first out. Pop function without parameter removes the last element. Removes the latest element which is added. Which is the latest element added? True. Latest element added is true. Latest element means last element Top element. Top element means what? First what is inserted? 0th position is old inserted element. Next is RS, next is this, and next is what? True. And don't come and ask me, sir, I will insert NL recently inserted. Recently inserted means not that recently inserted. On the position wise, which is the last element, that will be removed. Actually, strictly speaking, I will draw one small diagram for your better understanding. This is, see, if you come to this is called, what is our people will show like this in our college level. First, what is an element is placed here? 10. On the top of it, what is inserted next? Some value. What is the top of it element is inserted? RS. On the top of it, what is an element inserted? Some value which you have. What is that value is there? 12.34. Okay. Next on the top of it, what is there? True. Now tell me, which is the topmost element here? True. This is called L. L1. Now if I write L1 dot POP, you will get what is removed? True is removed. This is what some of the websites and all contains. Topmost element is removed. Topmost element is nothing but recently inserted element. Are you okay? So apply that. Apply here. L1 dot pop. What is removed you see? What is removed? True. You print what? L1. What is there? These values are available. Are you okay? Are you understanding pop? So pop is available in how many forms? One is pop with position, pop without position. Pop without position removes what? Latest element which is inserted, or the topmost element which is inserted. One more word also I can say, arbitrarily element will be removed. Arbitrarily element. It's not only 2 can be removed, it can be removed any element also in certain extents. But 99.99% of the time, this only will be removed. Are you following me? So let us move forward. Always pop will remove the last element as far as the Python 3.9.2 is concerned. Are you okay? Shall we move forward? Tell me how many functional operations you know. One is append. What it will do? Data at the end. Insert will do what? Inserting an element at the specific position. Next is called what? Pop will do what? Removes the specific element by passing the position. Removes the last element when you don't pass the positions. Are you understanding? So shall we write one by one? Write down. Write down. Functions in list subheading. First one. Don't write all at once, write one by one. I will give the description. This function is used for adding an element, to the list object, at the end of list object. Syntax also, purpose, syntax. Example followed by syntax. List obj dot append of element. I will write insert function also. Combined example I will give you. This function is used for inserting an element in the list object by specifying valid existing position. Syntax: list object dot insert of valid position comma element. Pop function also. Combined example I will give you for these three. This function is used for removing an element from the list object by specifying the valid existing position. I will write one more also, ma. I will say 3a. This is called 3a. I will write 3b also. Syntax I will write list obj dot pop valid position. B also I will write it. B function, that is function name POP. Without parameter I am saying. Removing an element from list object without specifying, removing topmost element or latest element from the list object without specifying, that is an important, without specifying the valid existing position. So remove that. Up to that I want to give example. Libraries are most important in Python. We should remember that. L1 is equal to some value rated 10 RS. This is my data. I want to say L1 dot append of NL. I will write one more. L1 dot append of 12.34. Okay, in place of this, I write only one append. 12.34. Say print of L1, which is going to print 10 comma RS comma 12.34. 12.34. Now I am going to say insert L1 dot insert of 2 comma NL 2 comma NL, which is going to print 10 comma RS. What is that? NL comma 12.34. Second position. Now I am saying L1 dot POP of 2. So there I will write removed NL, print that L, print of L1. It prints 10 comma RS and 12.34. Anything is scrolled up? Are you writing up to date? Anything is scrolled up? Huh? Nothing, na? Yes. Coming to the point. Last I will write what, ma? L1 dot pop without parameter, without position. What is removed? Removed. 12.34. 12.34. Print of L1. What is printed? 12, that is 10, and what? RS. That is about append, insert, pop with position, pop without position. Now I'll go for next one is remove. Is this three functions clarity is there? Am I clear about that? Right. Next I'll go for remove. Let's watch the example. Watch the example, all of you. Shall I go to the Python environment? Fast. Come on now. I'll go for remove function. I am going to show you. Remove function I am going to show you. Simple. Watch this. Create one list ma. L1 is equal to 10 RS 12.34 true comma NL. Like this I am having the data. This is my list. Print of what? L1. Printed the data. Pop function is used to remove the element from the list either based on the position or based on the last element. Now, some of them are interesting in removing the element based on the content only. Pop function is removing based on what? Position. Remove function removes based on content. Right. One more thing, let me add it. I will add one value. L1 dot append of 12.34. 12.34. Print L1. How many 12.34s are there? Two 12.34s are there. Now I want to apply L1 dot remove 12.34. 12.34. So remove function is taking the content. Pop function was taking what? Position. Now remove function is taking what? Content. How many times this occurrence is there? Two occurrences are there. It removes the first occurrence only. It removes what occurrence? First occurrence. If you want to remove the another occurrence also, we have to keep it in the loop. We have to keep it in the loop. Loops we will introduce. Loops we will introduce because we are learning control success in Python. If else, if else, while else, for else, break, continue. We are having some separate discussion. Okay. Now see that. It is removed. It is not returning anything. It is just removed. Check it out. Print what? L1. See that what is removed after 10 RS. Between RS and this true 12.34, it is removed. Last 12.34 is there as it is or not? Right. So whenever you are going to remove certain item from the list object, I will call which function? Remove function. You see ma, L1 dot remove of, I am saying that some name, I am saying some name. Is it there? Yeah, remove of James Gosling. Is it there in this L1? No. See that what is happening. What is that? Value error. List dot remove X. X is nothing but certain value. Is it existing or not existing? Which is not there in the list. So you can easily find whether the element removed or not removed by going for the exception called what? Value error. In the exceptions part, I will discuss this value error, type error, index error, keyboard error, key error, interrupt error, some type of exceptions are there. We are talking about the separate topic called what? Exceptions in Python. Before entering into advanced Python, we are discussing exception handling. In that advanced Python also, exceptions will come and don't worry about it. It is difficult actually, but I will tell you like anything for you to handle it. Are you understanding remove function? Shall we write remove function here? Tell me, remove function is removing the items on the basis of what? Content. Remove will remove one occurrence or all the occurrences? One occurrence, but not all the occurrences of same. Write down my remove function. There you write. This function is used for removing the element, removing the specific element from list. In the bracket, first occurrence only. First occurrence only, because it may contain the same value again also. This function used for removing the specific element from list. Provided, you write down, provided the element must present. The element must present. Otherwise, we get what ma? Value error. Don't worry about value error. I'll take care about it. Syntax. List object dot remove of element. You take example. L1 is equal to 10, 20, again 10, again 20, again 30. You say L1 dot remove of 20. L1 print L1. Print of L1, which is going to print 10. Come on. 10, 20, 30. First occurrence. L1 dot remove of 100. What is it? Value error. Value error. Don't give space. Value space error. No. It is one of the class name. Class name is nothing but one variable name. Variable name is nothing but no spaces must be there. And you need to follow Hungarian notation. Of course, you don't know how to write classes. We will tell you that. Value space error we should not write. We have to write V capital, E capital. Two words are there now. Value is one word, error is another word. How to write in the class format? They must be written in the form of Hungarian notation. I will explain that, nothing to worry. Okay, in this case, you write whatever you like it, but write in this way, recommended. Next, this is about what? Remove function. Next, I am going for what? Index. Suppose I am searching for, suppose I am having so many number of employees are there with employee number, employee name, salary, designation, so many things are there. This will come across in the concept called text files, CSV files, Excel sheet data. That time you will come across this, very, very important. I want to find the salary of an employee whose employee number is called 100. Whose employee number is called 100. So that time I will use what? Index function I will use. It is nothing but searching some value. Or sometimes I will follow something like this. How many values are there for me? How many values here? 5 values are there. Then I want to search for one element. Search for one element. If the element is found, it returns its index. If the element is found, it returns its index. How do you search an element, ma? Binary search, linear search. In our C language level, you did that programs, I think so. What is linear search? You have so many elements are there. Enter one element. Find whether the element is found or not. If the element is found, returns its position. If it is not found, we can say that element does not exist. Yes or no? I have so many employees are there. Either the employee number is present or not. If it is present, get the salary. If it is not present, say simply what? Employee number does not exist. Are you getting me? So index is the method, is a function, will give you index of a particular element. Okay, see that. If you see the example, you can understand. So let us take the L1. L1 is equal to some value 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, minus 15, comma, minus 15. These are my elements. You take even strings also, no problem. So I am seeing that L1 dot index of what? 20. So 20 may be present in different places. Now see that. What is that 20 present in? First occurrence index will come. Okay, na? If you want to find out other number occurrences also, we will do it. We will keep it in the loop, or we will use some library function for that. Are you following? Now, next one more I will write it. L1 dot index of 200. There or not there? See that, what is that? Value error. 200 is not in list. So we can easily find out the search operation. What is the requirement? They will ask us, number of elements are available in the list. You write a Python program whether the element is present or not. What is that element? Some element they will give you. Pass to which method? Index function. If it is returning any value, you say that element is found. If exception is coming, you say that element is not found. We are going to do the type of examples in the programming which is going to start appropriately. Monday onwards programming will start. After data types will be completed. That time we will start this type of examples. So if any time he is searching that element is coming, I will straightforward use what? Index. That time, sir, forgetting this function and all means I will make you to open the notes. In the notes already functions are there. That I will use it. Are you getting my point? So next, L1 dot index of minus 15. What is the index of minus 15? 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what? 6. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Suppose if anything is not present, you will get what error? Value error. Right? Write down. This function is used for finding an index, finding positive index, that too, positive index of specified element, a specified element of a list. Provided element present in list. Otherwise, we get value error. You take some elements, syntax you write first. List obj dot index of element. List obj dot index of element. Example. L1 dot index of 20 gives 1. First occurrence of 20. Next, one value error example. L1 dot index of 200 value error. Okay. Next, coming to the most interesting point, that is called what? Copy. How many types of copies I said? At least remember the words. How many types? 2 types. One is shallow copy, spell out. One more is deep copy. Spell out. Deep copy. So what is shallow copy and what is deep copy? Deep copy means what my friend student will do exactly, I will do the same thing. If you tear the paper, I will also tear the paper. So that is called what? Deep copy. Shallow copy, I will see the answer. I will read, but I will write the same meaning. I will take that words. I will write in something way or in the same way. But whatever you will do next, I will not do again. You see the example. You are waiting for all examples. Look at, take small example. L1 is equal to 10 comma RS. What is L1? Print of what? L1 comma ID of L1. So careful. Try to understand very quickly. What is happening here? What is happening? L1 is created. What is the value? 10 and RS. What is the address? Yes. This is the address. Even I will take, because I have to explain very carefully this point. Look at, I will take, what is my value, ma? 10. What is another value? RS. Okay. And the position of this is called what? 0. First position is what? 0. Second position is what? This is a 0. Don't worry about the other one is negative indexing. It is 1. What is its address, ma? XXX. Some address is there. What is that? 688. 688. Who is pointing to that? Who is pointing, ma? L1 is pointing. L1 is pointing to whom? This address. What is the address of this L1? 688. 688. Now, I am trying to tell you, deep copy first. What copy? Deep copy. In deep copy, address of L1 as it is kept into where? L2. How do you do that? Destination object L2 is another object I am taking. The assignment operator, I am writing what? L1. L1. Due to that is equal to assignment operator. Do you know what is happening? L1 value, generally people will expect L1 values are copied in where? L2. It won't. Address of L1 copied into where? L2. In this case, do you know what is happening? L2 is also pointing to whom? L2 is also pointing to whom? Same address. Are you getting my point? L2 also pointing to whom? If I print ID of L1 688, ID of L2 also what? It doesn't have two memories. Both of them pointing to where? Same memory. Right? See, press enter key. Done. Now print. First I will print what? ID of, I want to ask a question there. ID of what? L2. Same or different? Same. You tell me. Memory space one time created, two times created. One time. Both of them point to whom? Same content, same address. Now print the content. Same or different? Yes. Now see, I do L1 as well as what? L2. L2. Same or different? Same. Now I will do some append method I will apply. Which method? On what? L1 dot, tell me, append of something like NL, some Netherlands. Where it is added? Both. It is reflecting both. That means you are making the changes in the common area. So press enter key. Do you know diagrammatically what is happening? In this place, what is added, ma? NL is added. NL is added. What is the position, ma? 2. 2. Print L1 and L2. What is printed? Same content. But actually, I applied append method by using what? L1, which is reflecting to whom also? When I do append with L2, reflected to whom also? Which is known as what copy? Deep copy. Whatever I am saying, reverse, no. What copy? Deep copy. Now, print what? L1 comma what? L2. L1 comma L2. Are you getting or not? What is the IDs? IDs also print once. What is that? Same. What copy it is? It is a very frequently asked question. Even in Java also it is there. Python also it is there. What copy it is? How do you do deep copy? With the assignment operator. What is the syntax? Destination object is equal to source object. Destination list is equal to source list. Is called which copy? Deep copy. Are you getting? Next you do what once again? L2 dot append of HYD. I am adding HYD. Added to whom? Both it is reflected. Print L1 and L2, HYD. Print what? IDs. Same address or not? So these both the objects are pointing to which address? Same address. This type of copy process is called what? Deep copy. Clear or not clear? Yes. So spets, yellow shirt, light green shirt, stand up. What is deep copy? What is deep copy? నాకు వినిపించినట్టు చెప్పాలి. I should know. Don't tell in Telugu, ma. Because you are all students, you must speak English in the interviews. Come out, come out. No problem, I can listen when you say correctly. Other disturbances are so many. Suppose fan I want, for example. I sacrificed. Why? Because it gives resound. I sacrifice. I don't want. You tell me now, I will listen. You're not concentrating in the class. Am I right? The why? Problem, huh? Any tension? Then why? What is the problem of it? Your friend, not only you are not concentrating, you are also something eating his ears. Stand up. What is deep copy? Huh? Same? Same address. There is deep copy. నేర్చుకోండి కూర్చోండి కొద్దిగా ఆలోచించండి థింక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ రైట్ సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ డిస్టెన్స్ వీ కేమ్ so much places we are coming. Concentrate. Right? Are you understanding? Now we are going for, don't think that sir will not observe. I have seen so many people, lakhs of people I trained. This is a 23rd year going on in teaching division. So when you born, I started my teaching. And you don't feel, don't laugh. I'm just saying to you, in my B third year only I started teaching. Please do remember that. Come on to the point. That's why learn perfectly in the class. Next, shall I go to the shallow copy? Shallow copy. Now I'm going for, what is the function name? Copy. What copy will do? It copies only content. It copies only and creates new address. Creates new address. That's it. Tell me what copy will do? Copy only elements and create. That's it. L1 address is different. L2 address is different. Modifications reflecting modifications are reflecting meaning we don't know. That is a problem. Some of the students. Reflecting means what? When you do changes to L1, reflecting to L2. When you do changes to L2, reflecting to what? Are they reflecting? What are you talking? Shallow copy or deep copy? In deep copy, modifications are reflecting. Modifications are doing same. Now I am talking about what? Shallow copy. Shallow copy says what? Beginning content is same. Beginning content is same. Later I will do what? Different addresses are there. Next what I will do? I will do the changes in where? L1. Is it reflecting to L2? No. I will do the changes in L2. Is it reflecting to L1? What is these changes are? Reflecting or not reflecting? Modifying or not modifying? So modifications are independent or dependent? Independent. Best example, in my class, all of you are receiving the content. That is a shallow copy. After going to home, one person will read 6 hours, one person will read 4 hours, one person will not touch the book. Which copy? Shallow copy. If deep copy God created, everybody will get the job. Why? Student 1 is equal to KVR, student 2 is equal to KVR. When KVR is reading day and night, it is reflecting to your brains also. That is known as what? Deep copy. But unfortunately, that type of universe is not created. So, don't tell this example in interviews. Come to the copy. Come to the copy. First, what is L1? Print one L1 ma. L1. What is L1? This list. Okay, now L3 is equal to L1 dot, come on, copy. Copy. L1 values are copied into where? What? Content or address? If I speak again and again, you will get confused. Content or address? Print. Print. First check what? ID of what? L1, comma what? ID of L3. L3. What is that? Same address or different address? It is L1 is 688. L3 is what? Print. Print what? Print what? L1 comma L3. Same or different or? First time I am printing. Same or different or? Same. First time. మొదటిసారి What is that? Same. Now I am doing what? Changes. Changes. Shall I do change? What change? Addition or deletion? Whatever you like. Addition you want. L1 dot. L3 dot. What is that? Append of. Append of. India. 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 Who appended? That is not reflecting to whom? L1. Print L1 comma L3. L1 comma L3. L1 is containing only these values or not? L3 contains what extra? What copy it is? Shallow copy. Which copy already we learned? What is the deep copy property? Changes are reflected to each other by containing same address. In shallow copy, beginning content is same, addresses are different, and modifications are not reflecting to each other. Shallow copy, addresses are different, beginning content is same, modifications are not reflected. Deep copy, address is same, beginning content is same, modifications are reflected to each other. How simple words? Difficult? Huh? No. Okay. Shall I move forward? Yes. Shall we write? Or any difficulty? Sir, I will tell in Telugu when I go to interview and all those things, don't get it. Yes, ma'am. You want to go? If you say like this means what? I can't understand. So if you say like this means I think that backside people are having doubt. So, okay. 5 minutes. I will leave the class. Already time is almost over. Urgent? Huh? Urgent? Exam is there. 6 o'clock exam. Which exam? Okay. You have online exam. Okay. So you can leave. Right. So copy. So this I will give you. Even I will give you 2 types of copy process. In tomorrow's class I will explain this. In tomorrow's class I will explain. How many types of copies? Right. Tomorrow also I will ask both of you. Tomorrow will you come to the class or not? No, don't laugh because they will feel. When Sari is saying anything, you will not feel, because when others are laughing, we will feel generally. So people will laugh. Don't worry. And why I am asking you? Because I want to make you good. Suppose if you are not concentrating, am I losing single NP? You tell me. Am I losing? Tell me. Am I losing? Not responding. Right. So tomorrow class when I come back, we'll go for what? Copy. Up to this, the functions are clear? Yes. Tomorrow class we'll go for copy. Again I will explain. I will go for what? Reverse. And next other functions I will do it. Right. Good day. Thank you. Don't miss tomorrow's class. Monday 22nd. New batch is starting at 11 o'clock. Core Java is starting. Any friends? You can intimate.